Am I the a-hole for telling my ex it was him being spineless that caused our breakup? I, now 28, was with my ex, Kenny, now 36, for close to 2 years. He has a son from a previous relationship. His ex, Samantha, was incredibly toxic. She was the type to try to keep their son from Kenny, though he always fought her back on it. She hated me for simply existing. I was always polite and cordial. I met her before I met their son. I always made it clear that I wasn't trying to be a mom. But she'd always text me nasty things. She'd tell their son terrible lies about me. On more than one occasion, she tried to get Kenny back. The only times he ever stood up to her was to A, make sure he saw his son. He threatened to take her to court if she tried to break their agreement. B, if she made moves on him, which I appreciated. However, he'd never defend me in any other way. If she'd lie to their son, text me nasty things, etc., he'd beg for me to let it go because he didn't want drama. I couldn't take it anymore. For a long time, Kenny told me this is just what it's like dating someone with a kid, and if I couldn't handle it, I shouldn't date someone with one. Eventually, I had enough and walked away. It hurt because I loved Kenny and also his son, but I knew it was a toxic relationship. 5 years later, and I've been in a new relationship for 3 years, currently engaged. My fiancé has 2 kids from his previous marriage. At first, I was hesitant to date someone with kids, but we clicked and I'm so glad I gave it a try. His ex is lovely. We get along well. She's not threatened by my presence and encourages her kids to be nice to me. We're not besties or anything, but we get along. She's not trashing me and it's a breath of fresh air. As it turns out, Kenny's son and my soon-to-be stepkids go to the same school. I only found out when I attended an end-of-the-year picnic and he was there for his son. We were politely chatting and he asked who I was there for. When I told him, he was surprised. He said he thought I couldn't handle dating someone with kids. I said it was never about the kids. I was going to let it go, but he kept insisting I had a lot of growing up to do if I was going to be a stepmom, and I better understand how things work. I eventually told him it was never about me dating someone with a kid. It was about me dating someone spineless with a kid. You're the one that needs to learn and grow, not me. He started acting stupid and clearly wanted a fight, so I just walked away. My fiancé, his ex, and their kids had no clue about the conversation, though I did tell my fiancé who Kenny was. Samantha was there too, but she kept her distance and just glared daggers at me. Am I the a-hole?